What other advice can you give our community about us doing a better job of being more vigilant in this area?
Sure. It really is real. It really does happen. It really is right around here. And just knowing that, you know? So if you just see something that's odd, out of the way, then, make a note of it. Or you can make a confidential report to the hotline. There's a national hotline. There's also the state police
So,
hotline,
what does that confidential report look like?
where you just call in and like, hey, I'm on I'm at Walmart on 18th, and I saw this girl with her head down walking with, she looked like a teenager. She was walking with probably a young adult male. And I just noticed it was very suspicious. And so from there, they can make a report to law enforcement, who at the very least can go to Walmart and either find them or look at the cameras and see what was going on.
So, within our, and you may not know the answer to this, and I apologize if I'm putting you on the spot with it, but within DCFS, Louisiana Department of Children's Services and Families Services, whatever that acronym is, I know that they, at least in Northeast Louisiana, they are overburdened,
Yeah.
beyond overburdened, and I'm sure there's multitude of reasons for that. I feel like kids are getting overlooked or not necessarily getting the adequate care that they need because the burden is so great. Agencies like yourself, do y'all have any influence or have the ability to work with kids that are picked up by the state that may be affected with this?
Definitely. A lot of my clients are DCFS, or foster care, with a foster family. So definitely. I was just asked to be on a what do they call it? I don't know, like a case management call, to talk about one of our mutual clients where they got a report about human trafficking. Well, I'm seeing this kid for therapy, or I have in the past, and we kind of compare and contrast.
I know that, and I don't want to get political over our immigration, but some of my research has talked about that a large portion of the people that are crossing our southern border are just basically being sold
Hmm.
into the
Yeah,
trafficking realm.
right.
Do we see any of that coming through Louisiana?
Definitely. There are some ongoing cases right now. Excuse me. And I had a case in Farmville, Louisiana, from Guatemala.
Hmm. It's just horrible. Anything else you would like for us to know about your company and how to reach out to them and what you really specialize in?
Sure, sure. Our biggest service is therapy. Jennifer and I are both therapists. Now, we have different services like financial literacy, where, it can be as basic as how to write a check all the way up to we can help you learn how to do your taxes. So there's a big spectrum of financial literacy
But I think that that's
information.
really good because
Yeah.
I would say most of the clients that you're dealing with in this realm, they need to be equipped to be able to get on their feet and be
Hmm.
able to manage their money. I mean, that's we can give somebody a job, but if they spend their paycheck the day
Right,
they get it,
right,
they haven't achieved anything. So I think
right.
that's great.
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
far as the services that you guys offer, I know that you have a nonprofit, so I'd have to assume on some level, if someone can't afford
Hmm.
some of the services that you
Right,
guys do offer some of that. But do you take insurance as well,
right,
so
right.
you can
So
work with
we
pretty much all
take
the major providers?
Yes, we work with many of the major providers as well as we accept Medicaid. We're one of the providers in
Okay.
Louisiana who actually accept Medicaid
And I think
because
that's
that's a big
difficult to
deal.
really define in
Oh,
this
yeah,
area is
for
finding a
sure.
therapist that accepts Medicaid. That's great
Hmm.
to know.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add?
You asked about our nonprofit. Our website is just thedragonflyharbor.org, where you can find services, you can find our therapist, our board members, so you can kind of see who we are, what we do
And
on
y'all
our
are very
website.
active on Facebook as well. It kind
Hmm.
of tells about things or events that you guys have
Right,
going
right.
on. So Dragonfly Harbor on Facebook.
Hmm.
Um, you did a fundraiser that we wanted to attend at
Yeah.
Candy Cane Lane.
Yes.
I told my wife in the beginning, I said, I ain't doing no run on Candy. You know how hilly that thing is? She says, no, no, no. It was a walk. I said,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I
A
could have done
leisurely
that.
walk. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think of running through Candy Cane Lane.
Yeah.
The Christmas lights for some might sound fun. For me, it wouldn't be fun at
Right,
all.
right. Yeah.
Well, look, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for the dedication that you give our community, and the obedience to be able to follow God on where He had a
Absolutely.
place already built out for you guys. All the information that people need to have is going to be on your website.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that we put a link below.
Awesome.
If there is anything that we can do to help support, if you guys are trying to raise funds, please reach out to us. We're going
Sure.
to help promote anything for you. I think what you guys are doing is great.
Thank you.
I think it's a topic that we don't talk enough about because it
Definitely.
is a little taboo. Nobody wants to think about trafficking happening in our backyard. And I just want to point out one more time that it's just not females we need to think about. It's not
Right.
little
Right.
girls. It's we're having the same thing that are happening, not at the level with our young boys, but it's
Right.
happening with them too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's things we just don't like to talk about, but it's real. It's here.
Hmm.
More focus we can put on it, the better we have a chance to recognize it and put a stop to some of it, or as much as we can. So thank you for yours and Jennifer's dedication down this path. And if there's anything we can do to help you down the road, don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Sure. And thank you for this opportunity to spread some awareness.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to watch or listen to this podcast. We really appreciate your involvement. Please leave us a comment, or even better yet, subscribe to this podcast and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted for every new episode when it hits.